We are reading the Bible every day until I finish it. I'm a little dressed up right now, coming from somewhere, and it's actually raining right now, so I'm sorry if the audio isn't super clear. But we're in Matthew chapter 12 today, starting this chapter, just finished verse 11 yesterday. So we're starting at verse 1, and it goes, "At about that time, Jesus was walking through some grain fields on the Sabbath. His disciples were hungry, so they began breaking off some heads of grain and eating them. But some Pharisees saw them do it and protested, 'Look, your disciples are breaking the law by harvesting grain on the Sabbath.' Jesus said to them, 'Haven't you read in the scriptures what David did when he and his companions were hungry? He went into the house of God, and he and his companions broke the law by eating the sacred loaves of bread that only the priests are allowed to eat. And haven't you read in the law of Moses that the priests on duty in the temple may work on the Sabbath? I tell you, there is one here who is even greater than the temple. But you would not have condemned my innocent disciples if you knew the meaning of this scripture. I want you to show mercy, not offer sacrifices, for the Son of Man is Lord, even over the Sabbath." This is a great passage to read because it really highlights how Jesus breaks down the idea of religious people. Because the Pharisees were like a very religious group of people, right? They were all about, condemning people for not following the laws and not doing things exactly how they want them to do it, right? But Jesus is basically saying to them, you guys are so focused on condemning people, right, because they may not have followed the laws in the way you interpreted them, when you're not actually understanding the intent or the purpose behind the law in which it is written. Instead of being so focused on trying to condemn people, read the scripture of David, read the scripture of Moses, and understand what he was actually trying to say. Because Jesus is the Son of God, and he is Lord of the Sabbath. So instead of trying to focus on condemning, try to understand the way that Jesus did.